a quick review from a regular person who played the Hellblade 2 game. So like this is just part of the beginning of the game, so don't mind too much about the visuals. I'm just like showing you guys that I actually played the game before. You didn't play the game. Yeah, play the game. I know there've been extreme reviews from both sides. People overhating the game, people overrating the game. The game is a good game. If you liked Hellblade 1, I think it's a good continuation of that story. And I also think it's a continuation of the game as it is basically. What Ninja Theory did is basically take the first game and just expand on that in terms of the story, but not necessarily the mechanics. I think they dumbed down the puzzles a bit. I know there is a variety, of course, but the puzzles are mostly visual puzzles. I felt like they could have incorporated Norse and Celtic lore into the puzzles, made it more interesting, like more immersive into the lore and the story. So I just felt like it was a big opportunity foregone by Ninja Theory. So that's just my strong opinion on that. And then with the combat is, I prefer this combat compared to the first game, primarily because I believe the visuals in this game are just fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry for swearing. I hope they don't demonetize. Not that I want to make any money from this video anyway. So yeah, it's fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful game. The graphics, the sounds, it's just immersive. It's just the story, it's just immersive. Like it immerses you. If you're wearing headsets and you are playing it in your room and you just like zoning out, the game can zone you out for real. You can actually get into the story of the entire game. I just felt like the whole torch situation was the only part whereby I just started getting bored, but then afterwards it immersed me again. And then I feel like with combat, as I said earlier, before I lost my track of what I was saying, with the combat, it's more rewarding. I think it's because of the sounds and the visuals. And then when you parry and you time your parries very well, and if you're playing on dynamic difficulty, it feels so realistic. It's so refreshing to play a game which feels so realistic. I know some people say that the combat is repetitive, but there are different types of opponents. Some of them spit fire, some of them throw weapons. Some of them just want to fucking bludgeon you. So there is some sort of variety. And then man, it's that's how it goes. But I feel like they could have added variety in terms of the weapons that Senua has. Like they could have given Senua an arrow and a bow whereby she could kill enemies from afar, which adds variety, and also had a pocket knife or something that you could use to like stealth kill enemies. We don't have to always be involved in a sword battle. I think that's what makes it feel so repetitive, So I think they could have added that variety to the game, which is something Ninja Theory missed out on, in my opinion. But for what it is, I think they did a good job. I would give the game a 7 out of 10 for the graphics, for the original story, for how rewarding the combat is, for the lore. I think it's a good game, especially if you just want to play and you're a normal person and you don't want to think about too many things. It's just a nice game to play.